Well, hello Libra, and welcome to your full moon tarot reading. We have a full moon today, January 6th, in the sign of Cancer. So we're going to look at what is peaking for you. The full moon is the peak of the cycle. So this is where seeds you planted in the beginning of the cycle are starting to show up for you, and it's also the halfway point. So that's where we start to kind of let things go for this cycle to prepare to start in the next cycle. If you're new to the channel, my name is Melissa. I do these readings, new moon and full moon tarot readings, just because that's my jam. And I also do witchy unboxing videos and current event tarot readings and all of that good stuff. So let's get into your reading. I'm using a spread that I have created for these readings, and I'll probably do a video explaining this spread at some point. It's on the list. All right. What do we got to tell Libra about their full moon? So first we're going to look at, First we're going to look at leading up to the full moon. We'll have a full moon card, and then we will look at the couple weeks after the full moon, whether or not we're releasing something or whether you're being guided to continue working on this. So here we go. And I'm not flipping all the cards over ahead of time like I usually do. All right, working up to the full moon, we have the Eight of Wands, which is manifesting energy, but then we have the Nine of Swords. So let's show you these. These are leading up to the full moon. This is what, like, maybe intentions we were putting in, what ended up happening. What I kind of feel like, and like the way that these are both kind of lined up, do you see that? So the Eight of Wands for me is a manifestation card. Eight's our manifestation number. This always reminds me of Abraham Hicks saying, you know, you shoot your rockets or launch your rockets of desire. And this shows me that you're putting it out there. 8 is a number of reciprocation. So you're either putting something out or whatever you put out is coming back. But look how they're lined up, and look how the swords are lined up in the Nine of Swords. I feel like maybe you had stuff in order. You had your manifestation set. You knew what you were working towards at the beginning of the cycle. So you put some stuff out there. I feel like you put some stuff out there. But then I feel like something happened. So I feel like there may be like a blockage here. Your fears, this is a card of fear, doubt, restlessness, not being able to sleep, that sort of stuff. I also kind of get like head issues with the light kind of focused. It's like a light focused, like maybe even through a prism to create that that kind of rainbowy effect. So to me, it's like lighting up your head. So there's a lot of issues with, you know, thoughts, racing thoughts, things that keep you awake, you know, anxiety, fear, doubt, all of those things. I feel like something kind of got in the way having to do with what's going on in here. So I feel like this kind of like shot out from the heart. You put that out there. Our bodies emit our frequency that we use to attract things to us. So we do this whether we're consciously doing it or not, but I feel like this is a conscious effort, but then that doubt snuck in. So let's see what the full moon is offering. The Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like this like whatever this blockage or fear is definitely something that you can work through. Perhaps your intention was related to working through fear. To maybe that's what you're trying to manifest is, you know, being more confident and you know, being able to step into your power better. And I feel like that's kind of where the course is taking you. But I feel like it was definitely a bumpy road. Now, you could be overcoming this. This could definitely give the energy of overcoming whatever this fear or doubt is that I think you had. So that could be related to the intention that you started with in this cycle. It could be relating to something that is in the way of what you put out at the beginning of this cycle. But in either case, this feels like a good thing. Like whatever this moon is showing you, you needed to see, I feel like. So maybe you didn't realize that whatever this fear is that you have, maybe you didn't realize you had that until you tried to push forward with something that you wanted. But this is This is just such a pretty card. When I got this deck on Kickstarter, I have this card in like a, I don't know, 5x7, like a big card, and it's up with my crystals. It's just a beautiful card. And just the energy here is, the word that comes to mind is opulence, not even necessarily luxury, but this is a very feminine looking person who is just all about making things right for themselves, making it right for yourself and allowing everything else to fall into place. Now, the queens usually kind of, work from the heart. They're more of a nurturing energy. Uh, the Queen of Pentacles is it's almost like a combo of heart and earth, right? Because we have the earth element, but because of the queen aspect, we're going with a little more heart-centered feeling about it. So this is somebody who makes decisions based on how they feel. So I also feel like maybe this full moon is showing you to follow your feelings a little bit more when it's related to manifestation, when it's related to career moves, when it's related to other earthly things. Money, career are like the big ones, but your home and how you keep your home can also be related to that. So I feel like that this full moon is trying to show you something, not necessarily bring you something. But I feel like intuitively, when you're being shown something, it's in order to bring you something. It's almost like you can't have what you don't know you want. So it's like making you aware of what you want so that then you can ask for it to be brought to you. I hope that makes sense. So let's look at after the full moon. What's going to happen in the next couple of weeks leading to the new cycle? Yeah, we have the 10 of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles right after the Queen of Pentacles. This is some long lasting. All right, so I feel like this is like a graduation of sorts for you. Okay, so this 9 of swords is like out of place in this reading. Okay, so we have the King and Queen of Pentacles, right? And this 10 of Pentacles, which is kind of like generational wealth. This could be inheritance type stuff, but I really feel this is more of something, especially with the King and Queen on either side of it. I feel like this is something that you created that is long lasting. This is an empire. This is an empire for you. So whatever doubts and fears I really see overcoming here, okay? So I feel like with like the moon is lighting up your head kind of scenario I was talking about earlier, I feel like that happened. I feel like that worked out for you. Because this 10 of Pentacles, 10 is the completion of a cycle. The Pentacles are money, earth energy, your material possessions, things that you grow, right, from the earth. You have grown something here. And I feel like this is something that can be very long lasting. This is telling me that leading into the next cycle, this can be more about continuing growth. I don't see anything that needs to be released here because I feel like you did that in the first half with these two. Okay. But yeah, so that's what I'm seeing as far as this cycle is going. Yeah, so if you still have some of those doubts or fears, or you're having trouble sleeping, this is something that I feel like you easily can resolve with a little bit of grounding. Okay, all these pentacles are not just about earth, but a pentacle itself is a symbol of protection, and the earth energy kind of calls us to ground into it. So I want to tell you that if these fears or doubts or whatever has kind of stumbled you along the way, when you feel that, like that feeling, the feeling, when you feel it, when you start to feel like that, let that be a reminder to you that you need to like stop, slow down, and give yourself time to germinate, right? Because that's when we're planting seeds and they're underground in the earth, the element we're talking about, they're gestating. They're not doing anything. They're in the earth and allowing the earth to support them. And that's what grounding energy feels like, at least for me. So let any feelings of fear or doubt that creep up in the back of your mind be a reminder to ground. Okay, so that is what I have for your 10-minute tarot reading regarding the full moon. If this resonated, please give me a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments like how you feel about this, if this is something that you can work with, this like long lasting energy. Okay, so yeah, that's what I have for you. Always remember that the magic you seek is in here. I will see you later. Have a blessed day.